You've seen them in movies, these incredible dome houses made of snow and ice called igloos. And you've probably wondered, how can anyone possibly stay warm inside something made of frozen water? It seems impossible, right? But the truth is, an igloo is one of the most brilliant examples of survival engineering in the world. It's a design so clever, it can turn a deadly 40 degrees Celsius outside into a livable, even comfortable, temperature inside. Today, we're going to uncover the amazing science that makes these ice houses not just shelters, but cozy homes. So, what's the first secret to a warm igloo? Fire? Yes, you heard that right. People inside igloos use small stoves, traditionally made of stone and fueled by animal fat. This fire is the primary source of heat. The flames heat the air, cook food, and melt snow for drinking water. But wait, wouldn't a fire inside an ice dome just melt the whole thing? Not quite. The key is in the igloo structure. The inner surface of the snow walls does melt slightly from the heat. However, the freezing outside air immediately refreezes that thin layer of water, turning it into a solid sheet of ice. This ice layer is incredibly important. It acts as a sealant, making the igloo airtight and much stronger. It also prevents the snow blocks from melting any further. Now, with a fire burning inside an enclosed space, you have another problem: smoke and carbon monoxide. This is where the second piece of genius design comes in: ventilation. At the very top of the igloo, a small hole is left open. We all know that hot air rises. So, the warm air from the stove, along with the smoke, travels upwards and escapes through this vent. This ensures the air inside stays fresh and breathable. But doesn't that mean all the precious heat escapes too? Not exactly. The cold, dense air from outside sinks to the floor, while the warmer, lighter air stays trapped in the upper living area. Often, the entrance is a short tunnel that's lower than the main floor, creating a cold trap that prevents drafts and keeps the warm air from leaking out. The third secret lies in the building material itself: snow. It's not solid ice, but compacted snow, which is full of tiny air pockets. In fact, compacted snow can be up to 95% trapped air. This trapped air makes snow a fantastic insulator. Think of it like a down jacket or a fiberglass insulation panel in your house. These materials work by trapping air, which slows down the transfer of heat. The thick snow walls of the igloo prevent the warmth generated inside from escaping out into the freezing Arctic environment. It's this incredible insulating property of snow that is the main reason an igloo works so well. Finally, the last source of heat is the people themselves. The human body is like a small, personal furnace, constantly generating heat. When several people are gathered in a small, well-insulated space like an igloo, their combined body heat makes a huge difference. It can raise the internal temperature significantly, often from sub-zero to a comfortable level above freezing. So when you combine the heat from the stove, the incredible insulation of the snow, the smart ventilation system, and the body heat of its occupants, the igloo transforms from a cold shell into a surprisingly warm and safe shelter. It's a perfect example of how indigenous wisdom uses nature's own principles to create something truly remarkable. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing discoveries.